It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jaguars and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Trevor Lawrence of the Jags, Jalen Hurts of the Eagles.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now Lawrence on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A gain of 37.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Hurts throw here into the hands of Boyd. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This is caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought 1st half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the return is Scott. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This one complete to Crit. Now the ball comes loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Scott to return it. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Hurts. being chased out left. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 18. And now out come the Jags. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. One of the bigger plays of the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Is sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Philadelphia lost Brandon Graham to an Achilles injury just 2 games into the 2021 season. He had 8 sacks in each of the 2 seasons prior, making the 2020 Pro Bowl.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I get the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Hurts gets this to Sanders, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Able to get away. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Final score now from Atlanta. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.